Super Bowl contenders?
Yes, sir, they are.
America, he has finally arrived.
Calm down. Calm down. Here's what we're not going to do, because this is what y'all try to do, this is what you try to do, Sal. And it hurts my heart, man. I cried this weekend. I did. I'll be honest with y'all.
Really?
I cried this weekend because you all come at me with all this hate, thinking that I hate the Cowboys. I don't.
What you call it?
I call a spade a spade. When the Cowboys are good, I call them good. When they're great, I call them great. When they're overhyped, I call them overhyped. Today, the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders.
Yes.
They are Super Bowl contenders,
Yes.
not in full
Yes.
because of what the Cowboys have done, but I watch the entirety of the league, Marcellus.
Oh, you watch every game, every
yes,
second. You that guy.
Bro, real
You're
talk,
the one.
Real talk,
I hate
I
you,
turn
dude.
on Sunday Ticket and I watch all 8 of them on my TV.
That means you ain't paying attention to one of
And
them.
then I pull out my iPad and I pull out 2 and I put volume on this one. And then I pull out my MacBook and then I pull out my MacBook. I watch another game on that one. So I'm sitting there watching all of them, unlike you.
Jack of all trades,
You know
king
what
of
I'm saying?
none, king of none.
Okay, but what about the queen?
You always got to bring it to
Anyway, Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders, but they're Super Bowl contenders because nobody else is unbeatable in the NFC.
Now we're talking.
I thought the Rams were unbeatable in the NFC. They are not. They just took an L, and it was a violent L. I know the Cardinals can be beaten because I've watched all of the Cardinals games. Some of my closest friends play on the Cardinals, so I watch them closely.
Okay.
We know the Bucs can be beaten. They almost lost last night. We saw them lose to the Rams. Packers, they can clearly be beaten. Everybody can be beat. Thus, the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders because I don't look at anybody else and say, oh, y'all can't get God on any given Sunday. So early on in my first lap, I'm going to tell you that they're Super Bowl contenders. In my second lap, I'm going to tell you where they fall and why they fall amongst the contenders.
Okay, we're agreeing. We're agreeing right now, in agreement. Cowboys are legit Super Bowl contenders. I want to come out here with some sauce, some sizzle, but I don't want to do that because you did that. Because I've always kept the substance and the reality about the Dallas Cowboys in terms of being Super Bowl contenders. You've been the one fluffing this one. You've been the one emotional about this. You've been the one that's been dealing with all the hate backlash because I don't know why you couldn't see this coming. There's projections out there. If we're going to really do our job, we can't just stay in the moment. I think people tune in. People pay us. We get handsome paychecks in parts because we have to project. We have to be the weatherman. Like, we ain't God. We ain't Mother Nature. You ain't sitting here dictating what's going to happen in terms of the weather, but we need to forecast a little better. Basically, you need to do your job a little better, like me over here, because I've been telling you this team is legit. Why? Simple formula. Let's bore the viewers out there. If you can run the ball, stop the run, and take the ball away from somebody else,
You're going to be all right.
we going to be all right. This team is going to be all right. They run the ball. You know right now the Dallas Cowboys have the second best rushing offense, and they're starting their second best running back. Oh, shout out to Zeke. You like that? Dallas is 6th ranked rush defense and 1st in turnover margin. Those rankings alone will put you in contention of every single game and ultimately a Super Bowl championship. I'm looking at the Dallas Cowboys simply like this. Not only how good they are, but there are some issues with every other team outside of Arizona in the NFC. You look at the Dallas Cowboys, they already own their division. Yes. Mentally, they're already like, we're going to win this division. Dak Prescott doesn't lose in this division. They're going to win this division. Then you start to look around. You start to say, NFC North. Okay, Green Bay, y'all got a hell of a schedule, but I give you that, Green Bay. Y'all going to do something. NFC South, wait a minute. We just went toe-to-toe with Tampa Bay. We just beat Carolina. We're not fazed by that division as well. Then you get to the NFC West, and you're like, ooh, there's some boys over there. You got to respect them. However, they got a lot of friendly fire that's about to happen. Going on the course all the way through this regular season, they're going to have to go at it. And we'll see who stands the tallest after that. Yeah, I look like it's going to be the Arizona Cardinals, but the problem is they're going to take some lumps in the process. So, yeah, if you add it all up, man, legit Super Bowl contenders. You've arrived. It's the Cowboys.
Sal, here's my issue, y'all. And Cowboys fans, I don't know if this is going to perturb y'all, disturb y'all, bother y'all, but it has to be said. They are Super Bowl contenders. I have issue with that word legit.
Why?
Because, Sal, when you talk about legit, are you legit about to be in the Super Bowl, or are you a contender just because nobody else is all that good? Let me break down what I mean if I can go to the.
Oh, you're going to the board?
Yeah, we're going to the board.
Oh, that's when you usually apologize.
The only reason I'm going to the board, Sal, is because your boy fresh today. And whenever I'm fresh, you know I got to show the whole suit. I got to show the whole fit when I'm fresh. Now, the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders. I get all that.
Yeah.
Legit, I'm not convinced. I see them being the 5th best team in the NFC. That means they're contenders. How do I look at it? We know the Cardinals are number 1. Let's just take a look. We got my Cardinals at the number 1 spot. Outside of my Cardinals being at the number 1 spot, then I see the Rams are the 2nd best team, the Packers, the Bucks, and then you got them Cowboys. So they should be in contention. But now let's really break things down. Let's look at the Cowboys' next level of position play, and let's see how they really fit, how they stack amongst the rest of the NFC. Because as the top skill positions, receivers, tight ends, running backs. I think the Cowboys have the 2nd best skill positions amongst the 5 best teams in the NFC. Bucks, we know they legit. Cowboys after that, then the Cardinals, then the Packers, and then the Rams. Okay, let's keep it moving. Can we talk quarterbacks? I think the Cowboys have the 4th best quarterback in the NFC. It's undeniable Kyler Murray is balling right now. It's undeniable Aaron Rodgers is just always balling. I get it. Matthew Stafford had a bad game yesterday, but he still has 11 touchdowns, 2 picks on the season. Then I have Dak Prescott, who is continuing to ascend. We'll talk more about that later in the show. And then Tom Brady. But lastly, and maybe most importantly, how are coaches coaching as it stands right now? Don't tell me about what you've done years and decades and eons ago. I think the Cowboys have the 4th best coach. I like Bruce Arians. I like McVay. I like LaFleur. Then I like McCarthy. And lastly, Cliff Kingsbury hasn't proven it to me yet. So, Sel, the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders because they're amongst the top 5. But when you talk to me about legit, I think Mike McCarthy might hold them back. And when push comes to shove, Dak is going to have to be a top 2 quarterback in the NFC for them to be super legit contenders. But they are top 5 right now, and I don't even know if this is necessarily something we need to argue about. But they pay you to argue, so I'm sure you.
Oh, no, they don't pay me to argue. They pay me to break it down.
Then break it down, Sal.
I'm about to break it down till it's broke, okay? That's how I break it down. I don't get up here with all that fluff, dog. What's up, homie? I get up here and tell you the truth. They are legit Super Bowl contenders. Why? There's 2 ways to look at this. The path to getting there and who you're going to face. We're not going to talk about the people they're going to face because the AFC right now, up in the air. Who's the best team in the AFC right now?
I'm going Chiefs still, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
They lose 1 game in a row? Oh, 2 games in a row? Oh, they won last week against the Eagles. Now all of a sudden you say the Chiefs.
I've
okay.
always said
Did they beat the Ravens? We'll talk. All right, anyway. Let's talk about the path to getting to the Super Bowl. Who's in the way? Who's in the way? Just name a team. Go ahead.
49ers.
And quarterback controversy. Lost 2 in a row. Let's talk about the 49ers. Go ahead.
Rams.
And Rams are 3-1, 27th ranked defense right up. Certainly not what they were last year. 3rd down defense, 29th in the league. That ain't going to get it. Keep going. Bucks? If y'all going toe-to-toe with Mac Jones, who? Mac Jones, that's a problem right there. Secondary struggling with injuries. I mean, seriously. This is another level in terms of injuries. Pass defense, ranked last. Bucks, rushing offense, 3rd to last. Keep talking. Another team?
Cardinals.
I like the Cardinals. That's the one. Except they haven't been to the playoffs since 2015. I don't know what they're going to do with the lights on. Now, people can say that about the Dallas Cowboys, but we know what the Dallas Cowboys do when the lights come on. They run away. They at least have a reaction. The Cardinals, we don't know what they're going to do when they get in that situation. Anymore? You don't want to say the Panthers, huh? You would have said the Panthers before yesterday.
No, don't do this to me. Yeah. Don't do this to me.
What? Go ahead.
I said this. The Panthers were pretenders.
Okay.
If you beat a pretender, that doesn't make you a contender.
All right, so they're off the list.
The Panthers were pretenders before this game started.
Why didn't you say the Packers? You don't want to go there?
We can go there, but I think the Packers right now are, if the Packers play the Cowboys, Packers going to win.
My point. So you're a legit Super Bowl contender if the only one you could say with your chest are the Cardinals. Dak ain't got to do jack. Whatever they are right now is enough based on what they are, but more importantly, what the other teams are not. That's what I'm looking at when I look at this Dallas Cowboys team. And I also love the fact that the Dallas Cowboys are ready-made for this moment. Now, they didn't come fully ready-made for this moment. What happened? Adversity. But they stayed the course. We always talk about some of the most important attributes in this world. And I think perseverance is the one. Like, I coach my son's little baseball team. I'm not the head coach. I'm not the assistant coach. I'm just the involved parent coach. You know who that guy is, right? The one that irritates your parents.
Doing too much.
Doing too much. I'm that Mr. Doing too much. But your parents also feel guilty because they ain't doing jack. And I'm the one out the stands on the field. Lost my voice a little bit this weekend just because of that. Here's the thing I noticed. I was uber talented as a youngster. Like, the game came to me, and I'm sure it came to you because you went to UT. Like, some of us, you just go out there and be like, who's number 6? Good Lord, number 6. Oh, that's Emmanuel Acho. He gonna be something. But what we don't see are the other guys out there who are still talented, but not uber talented. But what happens? They work. What happens? They persevere. What happened to this Dallas Cowboys team? As talented as it was, they worked. They started to put it together. They stayed the course. And now you got a mad Ezekiel Elliott running the football. Now you got a Dallas Cowboys quarterback and Dak Prescott not only got his money, but is so invested. His day-to-day operation must be picture perfect because look how he's playing. You got a defense that's so perturbed that now they go out there and they play with just energy. Young bucks who don't even know when Dallas was great back in yesteryear. That's what's adding up right now. And you got a Super Bowl winning head coach who's directing the course, who you still don't want to give props to, but that matters. Add it all up, big dog. They persevered. Now they're here.
The Cowboys are contenders because of what you said, not necessarily what the Cowboys did, because the Cowboys beat the Panthers. But we can't all sit here and rave about them beating a Panthers team.
3-1.
Yes, but we can't sit here and rave about their Panthers victory alone to say the Cowboys are contenders. We need context. We need context because beating a Panthers team that had beat Davis Mills in his first start, Zach Wilson in his first start, and Jameis Winston in his second start in 20 months, that's not enough for me to know the Cowboys are legit. I got to dive deeper. Why are the Cowboys legit? Because everybody is beatable around them. That's what's making them legit.
Isn't that every year, though?
Nah, because 2 years ago, I'm looking at the Chiefs, and I'm like, can't nobody. I don't care how good you are, Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs are still that good. Last year, Bills, Josh Allen. I don't care how good you are. The Chiefs are still that much better than you. Even Josh Allen, when you playing MVP caliber, it's just some dogs that you can't touch them right now. Usain Bolt when he running his 9.5s. Tyson Gay, I love you. Asafa Powell, I love you. But Usain is on another level.
So who's untouchable right now?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Agreed. Agreed. There's where I'm at. But let's go even further. The Cowboys have a Super Bowl roster with a wild card head coach.
Don't do that.
That's where I'm at with this. Cowboys, I give their players all their credit. Trayvon Diggs, give him his credit. Zeke, he balling right now, give him his credit. Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Connor Williams, even give them all their credit. Got a Super Bowl roster with a wild card head coach. Mike McCarthy has 3 consecutive losing seasons. He's made questionable decisions this year, questionable decisions last year. Mike McCarthy's only won 2 playoff games since he won the Super Bowl, 2 non-wild card playoff games, and they were both against the Cowboys. So as I look at it, I love the Cowboys roster, but do they have the head coach? I am still concerned. That's where I am. It's week 4 into the season. Cowboys, y'all look great. But the thing I'm looking at isn't even Dak. It's not Zeke. It's not Amari. It's not CD. It's the dude on the sideline with the headset. That's the only thing that concerns me.
You know what? What you just said, the last 1 minute and 23 seconds concerns me because this is a life issue. God dog. Okay, you named a bunch of players. I don't even want to get into their names, but let's just use Zeke as an example. He's balling, right? Oh, God. Is Zeke a Super Bowl winner? No, sir. But let's give the non-Super Bowl winners, their entire list, none of those guys have ever won a Super Bowl. Let's give them credit. But then the one guy who actually has won a Super Bowl as a head coach, let's not give him credit. Let's give him wild card status. You know what's so funny about that? Because I've had a couple of arguments that took time away from MJ and Araya and Olivia and Morocco before. When people, this little JC kid, and I ain't judging JCs, but I'm judging JCs, damn it. You got off course somehow, some way, you end up in the JC. Either you're broke or you wasn't as smart as you thought you were. One of the two happened, that's how you got to a JC. Stop lying to yourself. There's the mirror. His name is Marcellus. Here we go. This JC dude come up to me because he genius, because he now going to a 4-year after 2 years, and he gonna come up to me and you would give him genius status, right? You would give him smart status. You would give him, oh my God, look at this guy's intelligence. Meanwhile, I would come to you with a Columbia degree, and you would look at me and say, you're a wild card, because how we know you're as smart as the school you went to? And I would get questioned like a Mike McCarthy, who actually has the accomplishments, who actually has the certificate, who actually stayed the course and just said, look, dog, don't be mad at me because I did it. But we are going to now anoint people who can do it versus those who have done it. This team, let's be real, under Jason Garrett, under Wade Phillips, under all the coaches you want to name, somehow, some way, didn't really tickle your fancy as much as they are right now. 13-3 year, we were thinking that as well. Here's the point. This team still hasn't made it yet. This team is a legit contender. but they haven't come over the hump yet. But if they get over the hump, I hope Acho will give credit to who's already been over that hump, Mike McCarthy.
I will when the time comes, but here's my thing, Sel.
What?
A degree is not a sign of intelligence.
Yes, it
a
is.
degree is a sign of dedication, and let's not get it twisted.
I don't know where
degree
you
ain't a sign
did.
of
You get
intelligence.
into Columbia? It's a
degree ain't-
sign of something.
It's a sign.
You
of-
ain't getting in if you ain't
it's
smart.
a sign. I know a lot of smart people who don't got degrees, and I know a lot of degree-having people who ain't got intelligence.
But they went
It
to
is a
JCs.
sign of commitment. in the same,
Not at Columbia.
In the same breath,
What?
A Super Bowl isn't a sign of current ability, it's a sign of historical accomplishment. If you want to laud Mike McCarthy for historical accomplishment, bet. But that has nothing to do with his current ability.
Why?
I'm only giving the one cause for pause. That's all I'm giving Cowboys.
Why is that a
There's
cause for pause? Someone who knows the course. You just moved here a year ago. I remember when you first moved here. Hey, Sal, what's up with Runyon? I was like, he already hunting. I thought you were trying to come out here and get a workout in and try to be a part of the community. You go to Runyon, you know what it is. Your eyes get the most workout. What is? So I'm like, all right, I know what Acho want to do. Equinox, I know the whole lane. I got you. If you really wanted to get the grind on, you would have worked out with me. My point. Here's the thing. When you wanted to know something that you were just going to venture into, something for the first time, like these Cowboys trying to get a Super Bowl championship for the first time, wouldn't you use the expertise, lean on the experience of, call him a great coach or not, he's at least been there. Why you don't respect that? That is as simple as it gets. If these Cowboys come together and finally culminate into a Super Bowl championship, you got to start where it started all the way. Mike McCarthy as the head coach.